Well, great Saturday morning, great selling Saturday. Everyone, hope you're doing well. It's just I'm Mascolo Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. And I'm actually at a soccer game. I'm back home this weekend and just getting things rolling out here with the fam. Uh, just one soccer game. But anyway, man, we come in each and every day to get you going with our morning information, motivation, so that you can get things done throughout your day, especially today, selling Saturday, which is all about the sale, right? Saturdays, we're talking about just making sure that you're not handling any new existing business, all about new business. And today I want to talk to you really briefly about the steps. A lot of times when I'm working with different sales consultants, community managers, we sometimes get lost in the whole idea of what it is that we do, right? And obviously, yes, you're there to help folks find the right home. You're there to help them solve their housing need. That's the end goal. The end goal is to find the right house that they're going to select, that they're going to pick for themselves, that they're going to decide is the right home for them based on their wants, their needs, and their budget. However, when you just focus in on that, what tends to happen is you start to run across the situations where you're not truly paying attention to what is going on. In other words, you're rushing through to get out and show some homes because you think that's what they're there for. They're here to see some homes. They're here to find out what it is that they can purchase for themselves, which is the truth. They are there to decide on a home. However, there are some steps that you have to keep in mind prior to getting to that point. And when you just focus in on the end game, which is the right house to solve their needs and the sale, well, then you tend to skip some steps. So we've been working with the group out in Tyler. That's one of the things that really gotten to hone in on, which is making sure that we're paying attention to the steps that need to be followed prior to the end game in order to reach that destination. Think about it. When you're taking a trip, right? Let's say you're taking a road trip. You start laying out the map. You get on Google Maps or Apple, whatever it is that Apple has, because I'm an Android guy. I don't know. And so you start seeing where you're going to be going through, right? What cities you're going to hit, those kinds of things. Well, it's the same thing with the whole buying process. There are steps you need to take in order to reach that, and that's what separates everyone from high performers. That's what separates those high performers that get a large amount of business, that help a whole bunch of families, is they understand that there are steps to this. They follow that. They work at the steps, not skipping these steps, because each step is a natural progression in the whole buying process. So if you want to be as effective as you possibly can today, Saturday, and any day that you've got somebody in front of you, you need to keep in mind the steps. The steps will lead you to the end goal. Don't focus in on the end goal, because here's what happens when you focus in on the end goal. When you're focused in on the end goal, all that you end up doing is you greet the person when they walk in. You may bring them into your office, but you're rushing right through to find out what it is they're looking for. And then once you know what it is they're looking for, what kind of payment they're trying to be at, then you go out and you start showing some homes, thinking that that's what is going to make things happen, right? But these steps, folks, the steps that we're talking about are what builds that rapport. The steps are what builds the connection. The steps are what builds trust, which ultimately is what you need to establish with your buyers. That trust that is going to allow them to make the decision that day that they're there with you, so that they don't leave telling you that they need to think about it. They're going to go talk to whomever they need to talk about. They got some other places to go look at. It's because you're skipping the steps, you're rushing through and not truly being as effective as possible. So, what are these steps that we're talking about? All right, there's five steps that you need to keep in mind. All right, it's in the whole process, and it starts well before they actually show up. First step is your marketing. What is your marketing plan like? How are you marketing? Are you marketing consistently? Are you marketing daily? That would be consistently. And then what product are you marketing? How are you marketing? What pricing are you putting on that? Okay. It starts with marketing, because that marketing is what's going to lead to the phones. That's what's going to lead to you being able to get them on the phone. That's what's going to lead to you being able to set the appointments so that they can come in and see you, hopefully, like today on Selling Saturday, right? So, marketing, which leads to phones. And what's your phone process like? Are you rushing through that phone call to just try and set the appointment? Hey, well, yeah, I've got it here. When can you come and see it? Or are you establishing some trust in that call? So there should be a process to your phone game. And if there isn't, and if you're wondering why you get stood up a whole bunch of times, you're wondering why you can't set as many appointments as maybe that guy or gal down the hall that's killing it, I I can almost guarantee that your phone process is off. So step one is the marketing. Step two is the phones, which leads to the appointment. So you market in order to get the phone numbers, and you get the phone numbers to set the appointment. Don't try and set your appointment on the chat. Don't try and set your appointment on Facebook or on whatever type of messaging app that they may be reaching you on. The whole point of getting them in some sort of conversation, electronic conversation or digital conversation, is to get the phone number. Because when they hear you, when they see you, when they can hear your voice and the energy and enthusiasm in your voice, and they get to you get to truly speak to them and ask the questions, the pertinent questions, you build some trust. You build you're building yourself as the professional housing consultant. And so when you set that appointment, they're more likely to show up because they feel connected to you. They feel that there's something about you that stands out as a person that may be able to help them. So marketing leads to phones, leads to appointments. Now, during the appointment, that's you're 3 steps in, right? Now you get to the fourth step. Here's the fourth step. Slow the heck down during the appointment. Slow down during the appointment. Get to know them. Build rapport. Find out exactly what they're trying to get. Okay, but before you get into anything that has to do with business, you need to make sure that you are getting to know them, that you're building that rapport, that you're establishing sort of common ground, and then you get into business. But that fourth step is the interview process, getting to know them, truly finding out about their family, themselves, what it is that they're looking for, and why, especially the emotional driver that's leading to this buying decision. You need to have that in play. And obviously the budget is a concern, right? But we've got to make sure that those things are the way that they need to be, so that when you go out to show homes, they are already in that frame of mind. But I'm here to tell you, when you rush through the sales, even if you want to call it a sales process, when they're in your office and you rush through it, and 5-10 minutes later you're out showing houses, guys, I'm here to tell you, they are in no frame of mind to actually pick a house. They are out looking just to see what you got. That's it. They're window shopping because you didn't take the time to establish a true connection. You didn't take the time to build a rapport. And so with that, then they don't actually make a decision. You want to know why so many of your buyers tell you they want to go think about it? It's because you're rushing through that fourth step. Because the fifth step is the actual decision. The fifth step is them picking the home that they're going to actually decide to move forward with. That's your end game, but it's 5 steps down. And in between those 4 other steps, there's little things that need to be done. And that's why we're so intent on making sure that the entire sales process is laid out for you, and that you can follow it, because that is what leads to your buyers making a decision. So if you want to see your business, your show rate, your closing percentage, your pull through percentage all increase, slow down, follow the 5 steps: marketing, phones, phones, appointments, slowing down and getting to know them in your office. And the fifth one, sorry, forget what the camera is. And the fifth one is actually getting them to make a decision. If you guys can follow those 5 steps and slow yourselves down, you'll see huge improvement in your closing percentage and the pull through rate all the way through, because they feel that you are truly the person that is there to solve their needs and help them make the right decision. You guys go out there, kill it this selling Saturday, help a ton of people, and come on back in here tomorrow where we'll have another episode of our 15 Minutes to Mastery Sunday Recharge Edition, right? But for right now, man, I got to get back in there. I may take the sweater off and go get in the game. I'm just kidding. But hey, don't forget tonight, Texas, Georgia. All right, hook 'em, baby, hook 'em. You guys have a great selling Saturday. We'll be talking to you soon. And as always, I can't wait so much.